record. Hey, everybody. So I'm going to go into presentation mode. So I won't see your chat right away. Like I won't see your questions real time. So I'm going to wait until after, or maybe I'll go in and out of the slides as I can. If you guys can keep your phones on mute. If there's background noise, can someone just mute your lines too in the chat as well? Because again, I won't have access to the chat like readily. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I think I'm recording. Yep, I'm recording. Let me take this out. Board. Okay. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. You all, again, if you guys are just coming on, if you can make sure your lines are muted, that would be fantastic. Okay, so welcome to the call tonight and Happy New Year, everybody. I can't believe 2018 is already here and we are almost through our first week, January 4th. And so if you're new to the business, if you're new to the team, I want to welcome you to It Works, welcome you to our team, the Achievers Academy. And tonight I wanted to talk a little bit about this theme, social media, right? Because it can be so overwhelming. And let me preface this by saying this training today is not going to be what are all the individual tips I can do, what are the scripts I can use, it's not about that, right? We're going to talk about the basic foundations of how to really just navigate through social media in 2008, what's happening. Things are always evolving. And what I would like to do is kind of make this a maybe bi-weekly series, maybe once a month series, because we constantly have leaders that are learning more tips, more strategies, more things that are just super interesting about social media and how to navigate it. And I honestly could talk about this for, all night, probably multiple, for the rest of the week. But we're not going to do that. We're going to have a 1 hour kind of like training tonight. And if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead, put them in the chat. I'd be happy to answer. And I know that there's some leaders on the call tonight that also have a wealth of information because they're learning, they're gathering resources as well. But I want to kind of like give a foundation for everybody and kind of set the mode for like how you should be building your business in 2008. Like we know that the majority of how we build and how we're connecting today is online, and it can be very overwhelming. But at the same time, how many of you all, by show of hands, comment in the chat, want to be able to build a business online, right? Like we want to be able to build a business online. Wrap parties are fun and you make cash, but most people are trying to get their time back, right? They don't have the time to be in meetings 5 days a week, bringing 10 people every day, right? Like those in-home meetings. How many of you all have friends that are in network marketing businesses and they have meetings 2 or 3 times a week and they're always trying to get you to bring your friend, come to their meeting? Like nobody wants to build like that. And so really kind of understanding social media and understanding it from a perspective that we don't just start a business, get online and just start talking about our products every day and just selling products. That's not building your social media presence, and that's not building a sustainable business. So we want to talk about what that kind of looks like and give you some tips and some pointers to be able to build a strong, sustainable business, not just this year, but for many years to come, right? Because how many of you all have the goal of financial freedom? How many of you all have the goal of creating an income that will, if not allow you to leave your job, make it a little bit more comfortable? right? I know for me, when I first started this business, I wanted an extra $500 a month. Then as I started making money, I said, well, you know what? If I made it just an extra $3,000 or $4,000 a month and stayed at my job, I'd be good, right? Because I can pay off bills. I can pay my mortgage. I thought about all of the bills that I had and all the things that I needed to pay for. And I said, well, if I could just make this amount, I'm good. I don't need to leave my job, right? Because I wasn't thinking about leaving my job. I was thinking about getting out of debt and really just having some extra money. So no matter what your goal is, right? We want to talk about how you can build a sustainable business and presence on social media, whether it's for It Works or anything else that you decide to incorporate or build or dream up whenever, right? So let's go ahead and get started. So I want to talk about some guiding principles. And these guiding principles, I am like a huge fan of Gary Vaynerchuk. I don't know if you guys are familiar with a book called Right Jab, Left Jab, Hook. But it is like one of my favorite books. He's one of my favorite social media guru marketers. And if you have the opportunity to pick up that book and read it, I would highly suggest it. Get your notes out and just start highlighting. But first bullet point, consumers' motivation for being on social media is different from the marketer, right? So we're the marketer. Our target audience is the consumer, and marketers look to sell, recruit, gain new clients, but consumers come online for an experience, right? So how many people get up in the morning and say, hey, let me walk over to Facebook and IG and see what I can buy today? Like, nobody does that. Like, we get up in the morning, we scroll through our timelines to see what's interesting. What are people talking about? What are they doing with their families? You know, what did they do last night? What do they have on? What did they eat? That's what we get online to see. We get online to see experiences and stories, right? Hard selling does not attract your ideal customer online. What is hard selling? Hard selling is selling your wrap every day, all day for $59 and having fire sales. That's a hard sell, right? So if you go to your page and every post that you have is talking about the products and is giving prices and has your website up, that's a hard sell, right? Marketing online is about creating compelling stories. It's about making people feel good. It creates a feeling in the audience, which moves them to take an action. They're going to like it. They're going to share it. They're going to comment on it. They're going to get in your inbox, right? And these actions are what creates relationships. And that's what social media is about. It's about creating relationships. And this is what building your business on social media is about. It's about building relationships, offering value to people so they feel like they can trust you, right? And then will continue to purchase, join you in business, or whatever. You'll create those relationships and then we monetize, right? After the trust is built. So take the time as a marketer to understand the platform that you're on, whether that's Facebook, whether that's Instagram, and understand your ideal customer, client, or business partner. What do they value? What are they interested in? What are their problems? Because we as distributors are solution seekers, right? And that's all that you should really be focused on. How can I solve their problem? If you saw them online, like, oh my God, I need to lose 10 pounds, you're the solution seeker. If you saw them online, like, I would love to go on vacation, but I'm broke right now, you're the solution seeker. We have the solution. So the jabs that you're sharing value that addresses those pain points and it helps you connect with your audience, right? And so we always need to be offering benefits. The jabs benefit the consumer. The right hook, as the book says, is your call to action, and it benefits you as a marketer, right? Because we're always going to be the goal is to offer value, but it also has to benefit us as the marketer as well, right? We're not just out here putting up posts and just talking aimlessly. There has to be a strategy. And it becomes much easier to share your product and your service when you add value that also allows your audience to like and trust you, right? People do business with people that they like and trust. Always, always remember that. So if they don't like your personality online, if they're not engaging with you online, if you come on and you're negative all the time, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to like you. I don't want to do business with somebody like that. I don't want to connect with somebody that's always complaining or a negative Nancy. Who wants to do that, right? And the last guiding principle is be a human first, guys. Connect with people on that level first, right? So that means when we're friending people online and following people, we're not hopping in their inbox. We're not hopping in their DM asking them if they want to buy products. Be a human first. Connect with them. What do you have in common with them? Do we have any similar interests? Do you like the scarf that they have on? Are their kids cute? Like, what is it? Find a way to connect with people first. And once they've connected with that feeling and the benefits, they'll be more open to, buying something from you, partnering, joining your business, whatever it is, right? Does that make sense to everybody? Okay. So what are some of the biggest mistakes that we do in social media, that we do, in our own pages, in our own business? Branding you by the business you're doing is one of the biggest mistakes that we make. And what does that mean? That means, if I go to your profile, are you It Works everything? Are you in an It Works shirt in your profile? Do you have an It Works cover background with products? Do you have It Works all over? Are you branding yourself by the company, or are you your brand, right? This is what we talk about all the time. You are the brand, and this is how you have to brand yourself and build your social media presence. Like, how do people know you? Do they know you as someone that's always doing at-home crafts and cooking with their kids, and by the way, they're super healthy, and you're vegan and you're doing recipes and cooking online all the time? Are you known as like the healthy mom, or are you known as like the It Works person, right? Just It Works. Because when It Works leaves, or if you leave, or whatever, right? Are people thinking about you, or are they thinking about the company? Are you leading with your business, your product, or your service? Biggest mistakes, right? So if you're online and the first thing that you're saying is, join my business today, it's only $99, you're leading with the product. You're leading with the business. You're leading with the service, right? We're not leading with stories benefiting you. Like, how did the business help you? How can it help your consumer, right? Right? And so that's what that means. One of the biggest mistakes. Third, not optimizing your social media presence. And we're going to talk a little bit about how you can optimize your social media presence so more people can see you and what you're talking about in your platform. So one of the biggest things that I think we miss as business owners is really identifying who our target market is. Let me come out of this real quick too, because I want to see, do you guys have any questions so far? Chat, true, yes, okay. All right, perfect. So let me go back in. Okay, so hold on. We don't define our target market, right? And so if everyone's building a business here, and some of us have different interests, different goals, we're different ages, we live in different areas of the country, we like different activities, whatever it is. How many of you all have defined who your target market is, right? And understand that this is super important, because otherwise we're just shooting blanks, right? Every time we get on social media and make a post, because who are you talking to, right? Who is your audience? Who is that one person that you would love to have on your team? Who is that one person that you would love to help solve their wellness problems, issues, or help them get healthier, help them maintain their fitness? What does that look like? Where do they live? Are they male? Are they female? What race, religion, orientation are they? Doesn't matter. What types of activities do they enjoy, right? Do you have similar interests? And this is super important, guys. I want you to write down these questions, and at a later time, after this training, really go back and fill this in. Like, what does it look like? For me, my ideal target audience, and I can tell from the really cool thing about Facebook, is that you have insights, right? Instagram as well. My target audience, as I have found over the past 5 years, is between 25 and 45, okay? This is my target audience. That's what my whole organization looks like. They're male and female, but it is heavy. It is predominantly female because oftentimes in the business, we're talking to the female. I can go back and look at my posts a lot. Sometimes when I'm talking to someone in my ideal target audience, and I'm like, sis, you know what? Like I literally talk how I would be talking to that one person that I want on my team, but I say, sis. I don't say bro. I don't say man. And that's my bad, right? Because men are phenomenal in this business. Our number one income earner is a man, right? And a woman. Stephanie, Joe works just as hard as Stephanie, if not harder, right? They're an amazing couple, but he actually works the business super hard. And so are we doing that? Are we talking to a female audience or male audience? What types of activities do they enjoy? Because this is so important, guys, because as we talk about joining Facebook groups that are adding value and meeting people in these groups, is your ideal candidate for a customer or a business partner, are they in these groups? Are they people that like to travel? Are they people that like to invest their money? For me, it is, right? I'm in a lot of mom groups, I'm in a lot of travel groups, and I'm in a lot of investment groups, right? And so those people that invest their money and are like open to different ways to create more money are typically open to opportunities like this, right? And so what types of activities does your target market enjoy? And do you have similar interests? And so I would write all of this down, like, who does that look like to you? For some of you all, it could be your target audience could be 18 to 25. I don't know, that the millennials, right? For some, it could be 25 to 65 to 70. I don't know. So it's really important to understand and define who your target market is so you can be more specific when we're posting and when we're prospecting online. Does that make sense to everybody? Okay, 7 social media branding secrets. And these aren't really secrets, but these are a few tips, right? Some of our veterans know this, but your social media profile equals your mini website, right? So a lot of times people say, do I need a business page? No, absolutely not. Your social media profile has now taken over. Like, this is your business. You were branding you. It's all about you, your lifestyle, getting people to know you better and you doing the same. So your social media profile is your mini website. That means we're not going on here complaining. We're not being negative, and all of that good stuff. This is your business. You're a business person. So upload your best photo, right? If you have professional pictures, great. If you don't, phones these days take amazing pictures. So take an amazing picture and upload your best picture with you only, not your family, not you and your kids, not you and your dog, with you, okay? Because if you had a website and you're branding you, would your dog be in the picture with you on the cover of your website? Just kind of think about things like that. Upload your best picture. Your cover photo should be branded to you, not your business. And so I don't have a cover photo that has like fat fighters and wraps in the back. My cover photo is branded to me. I like to travel, but it's also a lifestyle picture, right? And so like I think my current cover photo is me in Thailand, overlooking the water. These are things that I like to do, but it's also attractive to people that like to travel or are looking to create more income so they can travel some more. So your cover photo should be branded to you, things that you love to do, so people can learn a little bit more about you. Fill out your about section, and we're talking Facebook, Instagram as well, your profile, your little description. Fill out your section in a way that edifies you and it creates curiosity, right? So like professional social media hacker, I don't know, professional part-time leisurist, whatever it is, make people ask questions like, okay, I see all these pictures, I see all these posts, what is it that he does? Make them get in your inbox, all right? Don't be an infomercial. What does that mean? We're not selling products all day, guys. That's not what building a business on social media means, right? So don't be an infomercial. Stop selling your products in every post, guys. Stop. You're going to lose followers. People aren't interested in learning about your sales all day, right? Don't be boring. Entertain people, inspire them, educate them, share something, cook a recipe, whatever it is. Don't be an infomercial and don't be boring. And then last but not least, use videos. Videos are 800% more effective than text posts. Videos are taking over, and the quicker you get more comfortable with them, the better. All right, share a story. So we're going to talk about this, right? As Gary Vaynerchuk says, share a story, like we're sharing. So Shannon just recently told a story online. The secret is out. When I started my weight loss journey last July, I found out quickly that having the right tools and support would help me be successful. I was right. I am now 50 pounds lighter and diabetes free. How many of you all, if you weren't in the business, you were looking to lose weight, and maybe you have diabetes or suffer from it, or it's in your family history, would look at this post right here and be like, what does she do, right? Because clearly she has some great results. Look at her before and after picture, okay? Looks amazing, diabetes free, she feels good, she looks happy, okay? She's sharing the story, and I don't know about you, but I would be a little bit curious as to how she did it. She didn't talk about a product specifically. She didn't mention her company, and even in her picture, it works nowhere, right? There's no company brand anywhere, right? That was a great post. You always want to have a call to action as a marketer in the post, right? And so this is the jab, okay? This is the right hook, I should say. Today, and this was the rest of Shannon's post, getting fit is easier to accomplish. Would you be able to achieve your personal health and wellness goals if you had access to an interactive app that provides online accountability? That's a benefit. Accountability. Healthy recipes, benefit. Daily workouts, benefit. Rewards for reaching your goals, benefit. Oh, and it's 100% free. Bam, value. No purchase necessary to join. So I want to learn a little bit more how you lost weight, and it's free, and you're going to send me recipes, workouts, and rewards. This is a call to action, guys. Want more details? I have 50 spots for people who want to take the next step. This was a great post, and this post was focused towards what the fit. And so you really want to be focused on things that are going to grab people's attention, okay? The fact that Shannon is a product of the product, using the products is key, right? Because that's the basic for our business, guys. We have to be products of the product, using our own products, so we have the results to share with people. Now, not only are people interested in how she lost weight, so the product is going to be a no-brainer, but you're offering some value to your customer because we're offering them a free app that is going to give them all of these benefits, and we're going to get them engaged, and then we're going to upgrade them to a customer or distributor. Does this make sense to everybody? Like, how many of you all would be interested in learning more about what Shannon is doing? Right? And so this is the call to action. So when you're doing your posts, don't make them so vague, right? Don't make them so vague that nobody knows what to do. Because sometimes people will look at a post and they'll be like, oh, that's cool. But they don't know how to get involved with you, right? So don't be so vague and so lifestyle-ish that you're not giving people a call to action. Give people a call to action. They love it, right? Inbox me, drop an emoji, comment below, whatever it is, but make sure that you're offering value, because otherwise, why am I commenting on your post? Give people value. Does this make sense to everybody? I'm going to pop out real quick. I hate that I can't see the chat in the thing. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Thank you. Okay. All right. Video isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Okay. How many of you all love doing Facebook Lives? How many of y'all raise your hands, and we're all family. It absolutely scares the crap out of you to do a Facebook Live. I got to come out for this because I want to see. Right? Does it absolutely scare the crap out of you? Like, you never know what to say. Like, sometimes you're scared. Beverly. And Beverly is so good. You don't feel like combing your hair. Yeah, that's me. Connie. Yes, it's scary. Look, I'm not gonna lie, guys. They scare me. I'm not gonna lie. I just make myself like I just talk through it. I'll sit here sometimes, and Mike will be looking at me like, "Would you hurry up?" You know, they scare me. And guess what? That's good. If it scares you, it is the right thing to do. I'm talking to myself here. So why video marketing? Like, why should we do Facebook Lives, Adrian? Why are you always talking about lives? And why don't you do some more? Right? Do less by becoming 800 times more effective than text. Okay? Make your audience fall in love with you, right? Because if I'm looking at you talk, like I can literally interact with you every day, see your videos, I see your kids, you know, it's like real life. People like real life stuff. They want to follow you. And you develop a loyal following that buys every time. So the more they see you, the more they see you talking about whatever, educating them, inspiring, entertaining them, they're going to be looking for your videos, right? The same way that you all, every time somebody pops up, such and such is going live, is live, you probably run to their videos because they're offering great value. You want to hear what they have to say. You learn something every time. They inspire you. This is why you go to those videos. Well, why can't that be you? Why can't people follow you and be excited when it pops up? Tawanda Wilson's live. Beverly Coleman is live. Like, why not you? It can be, but we have to be consistent. So this is why video marketing. I want to give you guys a few video marketing stats, right? Because that's what Facebook Lives are. We're marketing via video. 1.8 million words are equivalent to 1 minute of video, right? And so how many of you all could write 1.8 million words in a day, in a year? Like, I don't even know when that would occur, but it's definitely not going to occur in a day. Probably wouldn't even occur in a year. I don't know. Here's the point. You can do 1 minute of video and it's equivalent to 1.8 million words, 1 minute. So if you do a 5-minute video, if you do a 10-minute video, if you even do a 3-minute video, it is going to be so much more effective than just putting up a post, okay? Whether that is daily, whether that's once a week, twice a week, whatever it is, it's going to be more effective and you're going to reach more people. And how many of you all started this business and are in this business to make money? That's the only question I have. Don't be afraid. Are you in this business? Are you here to create some extra income? Did you start this business to create some extra income? And there's nothing wrong with this, right? If you did, we have to be open to growing our business, right? That's why we're here. Yes, all the feel-good stuff. We meet some great people. We have some amazing friends. We learn and we're developing ourselves. But every single person, I'm guessing, that's on tonight started this business because they wanted to make some extra income. That's how it started, right? So online video users are expected to double to 2 billion people in 2018. Globally, online video traffic is 55% of all consumer internet traffic. And also, I believe the statistic is that 55% of consumers online are looking at videos. Right? Gary Vaynerchuk got his start creating videos to promote his family's wine store. And through those videos and other online marketing, he eventually grew his business to a $45 million empire. So how do we do this, right? Let's talk about the success cycle. And we talk about this all the time, right? How many of you all know that we have to commit to what we're doing, we have to apply it, and we have to keep repeating it, right? It's all about the mindset. We all have the potential, but we have to take action to get results. So it's a constant cycle. So we talk about this often. We can't just hop on a webinar, get a training, write down notes, but never apply the stuff, right? Because we can't be successful if we're not applying what we're learning. So this is the success cycle. 2 of the biggest obstacles in building your online business, whether it's network marketing, real estate, whatever, business online, growing your social media presences, and doing videos, is why would someone listen to me? Have you all ever thought of that? Like when you think about doing a Facebook Live, are you like, why would somebody even come to my page and listen to me? And then the second question is, what do I talk about? How many of you all have the biggest get stuck with, what do I talk about? That's huge. I know that's probably one of the number one questions that I get when I'm talking to new business partners. And sharing with them how they should be doing Facebook Lives. They're like, what do I talk about? I don't have anything to talk about. And why would they listen to me? Right? Why not, guys? Why not? We have to learn how to create some valuable content. This is the fastest way to become an authority, is by teaching. And when you're serving others, you're living in your purpose. So the goal is to out-teach your competition, right? So if I'm sharing more things online than the next person, chances are my business is probably going to grow a little bit faster because just more people see me. I get my information to more people. I'm out teaching. It doesn't mean that I know more. It just means I'm out teaching, right? I'm sharing more information. And do more things that people will thank you for. How many of you all have done a Facebook Live, and when you finish the Facebook Live, people were like, thank you. You inspired me. That was so good. I'm going to use this, or whatever. Right? Do more things that people will thank you for. That's offering value. So I want you guys to do this exercise. If you're taking notes, I want you to think on paper. You write this down on paper, but think of the things that you enjoy. I know my business partner, Amia, in Atlanta, enjoys cooking, and she's vegan. So she enjoys sharing and cooking her vegan recipes. Teaching. Beverly, I know that you enjoy teaching and sharing and really empowering women. DIY, home improvement, yoga, investing. Think of 5 or more things that you're passionate about and write them down. Your hobbies, 5 or more skills that you've developed. Like, how often do we really sit down and think about our strengths and our weaknesses? I think that we're underserved sometimes, and we don't give ourselves enough credit in the things that we know, or the skills that we have, or what we can teach and talk about, right? So write down 5 or more skills that you've developed. 5 or more things that you do better than most people that you know, right? And this is like, don't be humble. Like, we're writing this down for ourselves. So what are 5 or more things that you do better than most people that you know, right? That could be cooking. That could be running long distances. I don't know. But think of those things. So write these questions down, and I want you guys to literally answer these. Put this on paper somewhere. This is going to help you. It helps me tremendously. And then 5 or more things you know more about than most people you know. Let me tell you what all of you all know. Not one thing that you know more than most people that you know is about It Works, right? Even the newest distributor, sometimes it can be so scary talking about this business or our products with people, right? And it feels like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. They're going to think I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I can guarantee you that you know a lot more than your audience about the business or the products. Because if they've never been introduced to It Works, they have no idea what the greens are. They have no idea what the wrap is or how it works. So if you say something wrong, or you don't have an answer, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to know that it's wrong. You can always find the answer. You know more about this business and the products than most people that aren't in the business. All right. So be confident in that. Whether you're talking to people on the phone, whether you're doing a wrap party, you already know more than most people because you did a little bit of research, hopefully, before you started the business. And then your sponsor hopefully shared some information with you about our top selling products and definitely our flagship products. So that is one thing that I know everybody on this training tonight knows. One thing that you know more than most people. Can we all agree to that? So make sure, if you guys don't have this, I'll put this slide up in the group. But make sure that you write these things down. Do this exercise. It's super helpful. And this exercise is really going to help you create kind of the content. Like when we talk about what can I talk about, we're going to always kind of refer back to some of these things because this is going to help you develop your niche. So what are some sources of content? A lot of times I'll get the question, and I even had it before I started doing videos. I was like, what do I talk about? Where do I get information? Most times it's always in our face, right? So it's existing books, it's training calls that we've been in, events, webinars, training, something that we learned from a mentor, podcasts, articles. One of my mentors said, Adrienne, when you go to a grocery store and you're standing in a checkout line, right? The magazines that are in the checkout line, that's like high rent districts in a grocery store, right? Those editors know exactly what to put on the headlines to get people to read and people to buy. And he said, next time you go to a grocery store, look at the headlines. Those are the things that are selling. Those are the things that people want to read and learn about, right? And so take a picture and use some of those high headlines or stories or articles and do a video about it, right? And it's so true, because you can go to the grocery store and see how to lose 5 pounds in 10 days, right? How to decrease your cholesterol level. What are 5 foods that will help you alkaline your body? Things like that. We have products that relate to all of those things, right? And so the grocery store line, library, bookstore, your past notes. I know that I have a lot of notes that I've written down from different trainings that I've gone to, and I've started like repurposing them so I can do videos, because it's like a gold mine, those old notes. So if you're taking notes now, even, I'm certain you can pull some things out and talk about it on a video. Forums, expert social media, and blogs. And this is the thing, guys, you can regurgitate someone's information. Nobody's information really, 90% of the things that you read, videos that you see, it's repurposed information presented another way. And you can add your own experiences as well, right? So you're not taking word for word what people are saying, but topics, those same topics are going to be, they're going to be of interest to your audience over and over again, right? And so these are some sources of content. What do I talk about? What do I talk about on my videos? Go back to some of these sources, pull out an article, and do a quick 3-5 minute video about it. Pull out your notes and do 5-minute, 3-minute video about it. Teach somebody else what you just learned. Here's some video guidelines, okay? Always, always, always when you're going live, guys, don't forget to make a headline. One of the things that is gonna make you stand out and make people wanna like jump to your video is your headline. I can tell you that I absolutely do not hop to people's Facebook Lives if there's no headline, because I don't know what they're talking about. And you're not setting yourself apart. You're not differentiating yourself. So make sure that you have a headline. You're not just hitting go live, and you make it interesting. Don't forget to put one, okay? Introduce yourself. Assume that your viewers don't know you, okay? Most of your viewers are gonna be replay viewers. And so here's the other thing that I absolutely, oh gosh, it like drives me crazy. But when you're doing a video, just start the video. Don't wait for people to join in. Don't wait for, like, none of us are Oprah, guys, like, right? Like, start the video, because of the reason that most of your viewers are going to be replay. Imagine your replay viewers coming to watch your Facebook Live and you didn't start for 5 minutes because you're like, oh, hey, Barbara. Oh, hey, B. Oh, I'm going to wait for like people to jump on. And then you just like this. It looks retarded. Okay, like it looks retarded. So don't do that. Don't wait. Start your video just like you're like on TV and they said scene or go, whatever they say, right? Start your video. Okay, set intent. Y'all know I'm crazy, so just roll with it. Set intent. Let people know what your intent is for the video. Like, what are you here for? So a lot of times when I start my video, I'm like, all right, so today I want to talk about why my husband bought this big bag of red vines. Okay, like that's what setting intent would be. And you want to set intent with your video. So you're going to have a topic for your video. Maybe you have a topic. And I typically have my iPad in front of the camera right here with bullet points of notes. So I have a topic and then I'll have bullet points to help keep me on track because I have ADHD sometimes, most of the time. Yeah, I'll put my iPad here so I can kind of look down at it and see my notes. That keeps me on task for like my bullets. So let people know what your intent is for the video and then talk about what you're going to talk about. Inform people. Don't advertise or sell. So you will rarely see me doing a Facebook Live where I'm like, hey guys, so I want to share with you this BOGO sale. Like, I rarely talk about my sales on a Facebook Live because I really kind of don't feel like it's valuable to just share that I'm selling something and it's a discount and you can get it, right? And that's really how I look at content. That's how I look at like value. So if I'm sharing a sale, I would talk about, it's not wrong to talk about the BOGO sale, but you gotta like kind of slide it in. And so what I would do is maybe wrap someone or myself online and talk about the benefits of the wrap, right? And then talk about maybe how it's a huge value. It's on sale for BOGO. So if you want some more information about it, kind of like slip it in nonchalant. But the whole video isn't going to be just about the sale. You want to talk about the benefits of the wrap first, because people need to understand why they need to buy a pack now and why it's important, why it's like such a great deal that I'm getting a pack for free. You need to set the intention like this wrap is the bomb and your stomach is going to be flat by tomorrow type thing, right? And always have a call to action. Like click on the link below, like this video, hey, share with 5 friends, share with 10 people, and I'll put you in the raffle for a free wrap. Whatever it is, always have a call to action. Don't just like end the video like, okay, bye. You know, always have a call to action because that's going to help you as a marketer. Does all of this make sense to you guys? I'm going to go check the notes real quick. Chat. Yes, they are the bomb, Beverly. Don't know what the world I'm to talk about and doing a catchy title. Sheba. Okay, I'll come back to. Okay. Helpful. Okay, perfect. All right, let's see. Okay. So I want to move on. Let's see, what time is it? It's 9:43, and I promised that I would make this like 1 hour, but I think I'm gonna do like an unplugged social media like segment every 2 weeks, just because there's so much to talk about. Like, I think next week I actually want to talk about Facebook lists, which is super cool, and you guys are gonna really be able to like organize your people and your thoughts, like really like it's cool. I'm gonna talk about that, but we're not talking about that tonight. So let's talk about WTF, what the fit, okay? I don't know who put this together in marketing, but what the fit? All right, has everybody downloaded the app first of all in your It Works office? Have you downloaded the app? Yes, It Works office, it's free. Hopefully you have. So this is a social movement that they recently launched, and I actually really like it because it's actually allowing us to be super engaged with people that want to get in for free, because everybody wants something, they want value. And then we're able to, what I like to say, engage them and then upgrade them. What's the upgrade? I'm upgrading you to a loyal customer or distributor. And so the What the Fit movement an app offers our prospects, our customers, current customers, distributors, current distributors, prospective distributors, fit workouts, recipes every day, fit tips, fit coins to redeem for prizes and incentives. There's a fit community on Facebook that's really cool because people update with like their results and everything on Facebook Live. And then we have our own What the Fit landing page. So if you guys don't have your unique link, I believe it's the url.wtfitworks.com. That's your unique link. And that's the landing page that you would share with people to help join, you know, to give it to them so they can be a part of the community. And then what I tell people is once you downloaded it, send me a screenshot and I'll add you to the Facebook community. And I know that I think I did a video when this first launched, and I was like, I don't know about adding people to that community, but I think they have it under control. And so I would add people to the Fit community because it's super active. And keep track of it. What I love about the app is that you're connected to the app. So when they are upgraded, they've seen these results. They're like, okay, I'm doing these workouts. The recipes are really cool. I want to add that like cleanse thing. It links back to your website. So they have the opportunity to purchase products from you. And the great thing about this is really like the ATM method. Do you guys remember when we talked about ad tag message? That's what we do in our customer group, ad tag message. This is basically like a big ATM group, a corporate group. And it gets people involved. They see what's going on. They see the culture. They get excited. There's fit tips. There's stuff coming to their phone every day. So we're constantly in their face. And what that means is that we don't have to be an infomercial. Okay. We don't have to be an infomercial on our page, but we do have to attract people to the What the Fit movement to get them involved. And so how are you getting people involved in What the Fit? Okay, so I want to talk about some action steps, because I wanted to talk about this tonight because this is something that's like on the forefront. It was just launched, and I know a lot of us are like, how do you market this? Like, what do I do? And so the great thing is that we have a free app. So anybody you know that's looking to throw a fit about increasing their finances, throw a fit about losing weight, throw a fit about growing out their hair, whatever it is, right? You can start a conversation with them and offer them something off the bat that's free. Guys, that is super powerful, super, super powerful. Everything that we talked about tonight has been about offering value, offering benefits. There's a whole line of benefits right here and value that they get, and really just connecting. When you connect with them, have a conversation and add them on, right? And when you're adding people to your app and to this community, these should also be on your hundreds list. They should be on your follow-up list, your prospects list, because this is going to allow you to continue a conversation with them, right? Does that make sense? This is so powerful, guys, because it's free. Like, we don't even have to like go somewhere and think of what can I give people for free, like create a free ebook and do all this stuff that a lot of people are doing. The company already did it for us. So I'm in love with it. And I think the more people you see and the more that you send this to, and the more seeds that are planted, you guys are really going to see the harvest, right? In a couple months, even next month, maybe in a couple weeks. I know a lot of people have already sold a lot of fit packs. We've sold a lot of products, but this is really like a game changer for us and your business. And I think if you just get into it, and share your app and add more people to your list, not only are you going to be growing your list, your prospects list, but the system is kind of going to work for you. So make sure that you're adding them, and you're also staying in contact with them. Like, what do you think about the community? Did you see the fit workout today? Kind of thing. Great way and reason to keep up with a conversation. So WTF action steps. I'm actually going to put this slide in Achievers Academy so you guys can kind of see these scripts. I'm not big on scripts, but I am big on direction. And I understand that sometimes people need a little bit more direction, like how should I tweak this? So I'm going to share these scripts with you that I use, and you can tweak them however you see fit. But these are ways that you can reach out to canceled non-working distributors, current or prospective DTs, current prospective loyal customers. What you can do, an Instagram poll, you can do a Facebook poll, you can message current loyal customers or prospective customers, and these are working really well. So if you're kind of lost as to like, okay, like I've made a post on Facebook, something similar to what Shannon did. I did a post, I think yesterday, with Mike's picture, and I have a lot of people that commented and were in my inbox like, okay, I want to be a part of this. It's free, like whatever. What do I do? Do I have to get products? Whatever. So do the posts, right? That's the social media, that's the telling the story, but you want to be working it on the back end, right? And posting is not prospecting. So make sure that, as always, as you're meeting new people online and creating relationships, and then working those relationships, that you're working behind the scenes, right? Because that's where all the work is done. It doesn't matter if you didn't, if you only had one post up today, but if you talk to 30 people, behind the scenes, that's a beautiful thing for your business. So I'll put this up. There's no sense in you guys like writing all of this out, but I'll put this up. You can change the wording to how you feel, how you see fit, how you talk, what makes more sense for you. All right, this is a challenge. This is a mental wellness challenge, mental cleanse challenge that I want you guys to take for the next 30 days because I think it's going to help you. And then hopefully you will continue these habits. But they help me. I've had to do a mental wellness cleanse over the past 6 months. And definitely now as I'm trying to get my balance, reading is so huge for me. So reading and self-development in the morning, I pretty much, my schedule, I'm not doing so much business stuff early morning because my son is up early in the morning. And so my schedule has kind of changed. So I do a lot at night and I do a lot during his nap time. But you guys are going to have to adjust your business how it makes more sense for you. But read 15 to 30 minutes a day. I recommend and encourage self-development at least 15 to 30 minutes a day. Turn off your TV for 30 days. If you can do it, great. If you can't, not a problem. For me, it's been helpful. It helps. The distractions just not being there have been super helpful. And we got to kind of get focused if we're building big businesses in 2018. Turn off your radio and turn on audio. If you hop in the car with me, I'm always going to have a podcast on. That's what I play in my car. I don't read newspapers. My dad was here the past week and he watches the news every day, and literally sitting with him, I got so depressed over the past few days because I was watching the local news, and I really didn't realize how much crime it is down here. I guess there's crime everywhere. But I was like, Daddy, how do you sit and watch this every day? So I never read newspapers anyway. So for me, that's news media, but I can't, especially local, I have to, I can't even tune in. So I'll turn on CNN, in the morning. If they talk too much, 45, I'm out. But the local news kills me. So stop doing some of this stuff that really depresses you or takes you to another space. Be mindful of who you associate with. Drink plenty of water, always, right? Exercise at least 30 minutes a day. It's going to help us feel better, look better. And look, we have the new What to Fit app. So if you're at a loss as to what to do, there's always stuff that you can do at home, and they're going to send you those tips every day. And turn into a gratitude channel. For me, I have a gratitude journal. And so I, instead of when I wake up, it's what am I grateful for? Right. And I'll write down about 10 things that I'm grateful for in the morning, even if I've had the worst day, night, week, whatever. 10 things that you're grateful for, because those are the things that you're going to continue to focus on, right? So tune into a gratitude channel, is what I call it. Last but not least, it's resolution season, guys, right? So how many of you all have been through resolution season, have been through a January, February, March, April, May with us in the business? It is the busiest season in our industry. People want what we have, whether it's the business or the products, okay? And so remember to promote, don't sell. The benefits of joining the What the Fit movement: promote, don't sell your business or products. Share stories, guys, tell stories. It could be something short. How did something benefit you? Even if you sold a wrap, if you made $25 and you were able to take somebody to lunch, take yourself to lunch, buy a new book, you want to talk about that, because believe it or not, there are people that can't buy a new book, can't eat out for lunch, don't have $25 extra for gas, don't even have $99 for this business. So don't think for 1 minute that you selling a wrap for $25, $20, $50, whatever, is small. That's not a small thing, right? So make sure that you're sharing those stories. And that's a story. That's a short story. It doesn't have to be a book. Matter of fact, if it's a book, people will probably tune out because nobody wants to read long posts, right? So make it short but impactful. Start using your products regularly. If you're not already using a product, order something, order a fit pack, or connect with something quickly, order it, track your results, and share your journey. It's the beginning of the year, guys. You are going to sell so many products and build your business so big if you can connect with them yourself, right? That's half the battle. And anyway, how are we promoting a business if we're not even using the products? So make sure that you're using something, you're tracking results, and you're sharing your journey online, okay, not offline. There's no such thing as being a ghost business owner, right? Like we're sharing online. Get organized and SMART goal focused. What is a SMART goal? A SMART goal is specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's relevant, and it's time-based. And so no more of these, I'm going to try to go diamond before the end of the year. What does that mean? No. We're setting timelines, time-based. We're making it relevant. We're making it attainable. So no more, I'm going black diamond by the end of 2018, and you just started the business yesterday. Okay, attainable, okay, and specific. So what is a specific income goal, for your household? For whether it's It Works, whatever else you have going on, what is a specific income goal? What is a specific rank goal? Right? How can we measure what we're doing? Are you keeping an activity journal, guys, of your business activity every day? So I talked to 5 people about the business. I sent 10 messages to people. I got 10 people on my free app today, right? How are you measuring this? Is it attainable, right? We just talked about that, right? Are your goals relevant and time-based? Like, let's set some reasonable times, and don't sell yourself short. Like if you're a distributor level right now, or paid as distributor, you could go ambassador diamond by the end of the year. You go ambassador diamond in 4 months if you want, but your activity has to match these goals that we're trying to attain. So let's make them specific, relevant, and attainable and realistic. Planning. This kind of goes back to the goals, but what income and rank are you working for, and who are you working with, right? So have you identified, if you already have a team, you're working with people, who's your top 3? Who are the leaders that work with you? They're checking in with you. They're hungry. You brainstorm together. You support each other. You're running together. Who are those people? And if you don't have any people, then how are you going to get people? Right? So how are we marketing online? How are we meeting new people? How are we connecting with people? What is the plan for this year? Because you got to have a plan. And let me tell you something. After conference, and hopefully most of you are going to conference. If you haven't gotten a ticket, I would recommend doing whatever you can to get that ticket now. But by conference, they're going to drop something great, some bonuses, some incentives that's going to make us be like, what? I could do with $30,000 or whatever. And you want to be ahead of the game, not behind. You want to get to conference and be like, yo, I got this because, I just connected with 10 people that joined my business. They're all running. We're helping each other, at least get to executive or Ruby in the next 30 days, and we're about to blow it out. So I already got it. My goals, obviously, Ambassador Diamond and Black Diamond are goals for me, but they're not on my vision board. My goals are to create 15 personally enrolled diamonds this year. And that is it sounds like it's small, and in the grand scheme of things, it's not. That is can be a lot of work. It's big. So I know that if I have 15 diamonds, of course I'm going to hit my goal. Personally enrolled, but also my income goal is attached to that as well. So if you guys, if you have an income goal and you don't understand a compensation plan, I would suggest that you get into that, right? Because what do your cabs look like if you help someone go Ruby or help someone go Diamond? How many people is that? Get very, very specific in what you want to do and write it down. I believe in writing down goals, vision, your vision, what it is. Everything I've ever written down has happened. Everything. I believe in it. I encourage it. I recommend you do the same. So planning, charting, what does the rest of your 2018 look like? And if you need to walk through that, I had a great conversation with LaWanda. Congratulations, LaWanda, for going full-time LaWanda Livingston in your business. The business was able to allow her to spend some more time with her parents at home. So I'm super proud of her, but she went full-time, and then we got a game plan together for what's next for this year, right? And working towards that and holding her accountable for some of these goals. And so make sure you have an accountability partner. If you don't, find one. It can be your upline, your sponsor, whatever, but make sure that you have an accountability partner. You connect with one, you connect with somebody, and reach up. Okay, so that's all I have for tonight. It is 10:01. I did good. But I hope that this was helpful for y'all. I'm going to come out. Let me look at the chat. Okay. Yay. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, no, I don't do the news, Melinda. Okay. No news, no Amia. Okay. Yep, they give you points for enrolling LC, CTs. Yeah. Okay, everybody has an app. I'm like catching up, y'all. Okay. All right, perfect. Okay, good. So I'm gonna do a social media unplugged like every 2 weeks, and we'll cover like more specific topics. We'll dig into lists, we'll dig into like power hours, all that stuff. But Instagram, maybe have some like, maybe I'll have Tiffany Her come on one of these days. So yeah, that's all I have tonight. I hope it was helpful, guys. Like, I really believe that if you really learn how to harness social media, hold on, I'm trying to stop share. Yay, harness social media the right way, you can really build your business so big. And we can build businesses that are not just like this year. We need to be building businesses that are like for the next 10 years, right? And be building a presence to where like if we fall off, people are like looking for us. Like, well, where'd they go? They used to do these videos all the time. They're so cool. Or they offer so much value. Or I loved her recipes, whatever it is. And so I would encourage you to really like fill out, write down those things when we talked about defining your target market. Write that out. Defining your goals for this year, your income goal, your rank goals, for your household, right? Like, it doesn't have to be for just it works, but we got to define some real life goals. Damon, his goal for 2017 was to buy his first home, and he did. Congratulations, Damon, on your first home. He wrote it down. He had a goal. He had a plan, and he hit it, right? So that's like the same for business, life, whatever. But let's get real specific this year, because we don't want to be in March. Like, I think I want to go diamond. Like, you need to know like yesterday, like what is it? What are we doing? And I need to know how I can help you, because I'm not just here to just be like, do a training and then watch you go. Like, I want to do it together. So, I hope it was helpful. I'm going to stop the recording, and I will have it up probably tomorrow sometime. And I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. So have fun with the app. I challenge you to invite or add 5 people to that, to the What the Fit between tonight and tomorrow at 10 a.m. Go. I just picked that because it's like 10 p.m. But, all right, y'all. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for joining me. Bye.